Hey VC, hey everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Enjoying your day, your evening, whatever time of day it may be. Um, Start of a new season. Hockey season is here. Everything else, stand by. Doesn't matter. Hockey. Um, the reason for this, twofold. I love hockey. Secondly, our buddy over at MGKBoston, Mike, started the thread. Spell your favorite sport team, not your team, your favorite sport. Um, and so any good excuse to hop on here, I'm all down for that. So for me, it's hockey. I've seen a couple of these videos. Mike, Gary over at Physical Format Rock and Roll did his. Great pass reception there from Mike, if I do say so. Hell of an arm on him. Great reception. So yeah, I'm going to do hockey. If it's not obvious, got to represent the North, right? So got my Luck of the Irish Flames hat, got my jersey. First game is in the books. Success so far. Batting 1,000, perfect. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, there's been a lot of turnover, a lot of turmoil. That's something that shouldn't be a surprise. It's part of sports, right? You gotta build your team. You got to go through some adversity. God knows they've gone through some with some of their best talent going elsewhere, and who can blame them? I mean, they're both guys recently, anyway, guys that grew up in the States through their, going back to close to their family, and what we all gone through the past couple of years. Yeah, if there's ever another friggin' lockdown, who can blame them? But wanting to be south of the border on their own soil, stuff like that goes down, because I know it must have been tough, not being able to travel as much. Oh, poor athletes, right, with their $10 million a year contracts. But hey, we're just people and family first, right? So I'm going to spell hockey. We'll get to this. I'll show a couple of pieces of my memorabilia, because that's part of it for me. I love this stuff, and I've got some of this is the only one I've got pulled out, my old Nordiques hat here, who, for those who don't know, are the Colorado Avalanche. And, of course, just as they're building looked like a pretty good contender. Well, they were a contender, because they went to Colorado and won with that team that they had, a hell of a team. And my Todd McFarlane little figurine here of my guy, Kipper, Mika Kiprusoff, who's a Flames goalie. Not their best, though. If I have to pick a best, I'd have to go with the guy who is part of the Stanley Cup winning team in '89 there. That'd be none other than, Mike Vernon. But stat-wise, it's definitely Kipper. And I got this from my mother-in-law. Just a fantastic. I got to hit this up on the wall. I've got a whole bunch of memorabilia that, when I'm all done setting up here, I'll do another tour of my room. I haven't done one since before I moved, so got that signed copy. And one of my favorite players as a youngster, number 4, the great Bobby Orr. And yeah, if you can't tell, I was a Bruins fan. Still root for the Bruins whenever they're playing somebody else, especially if they're playing. I won't go there. Never mind. I don't want this to be negative or contentious against anyone else. So, yeah, Bobby Orr. I mean, probably one of my favorites as a kid. Bobby Orr, Mike Bossy, of course. Even though he played for the bad guys, Gretzky. Can't not respect that guy for what he was, and all of those great Oiler teams. And yeah, I know all too well about those teams. And yeah, and let's spell hockey. Let's get to this thread. Great thread, by the way, Mike. I hope to watch some more of these videos. I haven't had a chance. I seen Brian posted one at Embryonic Robot, but I haven't had a chance to watch it. You're saved in my watch later list, Brian. So hopefully, I don't know when I'll post this. I might post this tonight. Might post it tomorrow, but we'll see. Anyway, let's get this going. H. We'll start at H with Helix. No Rest for the Wicked. Not their first, but this is the one that I first had. Was Heavy Metal Love would probably be the best known song on here. Yeah, I'm not going to go through all the songs. I'm not going to do all that. We'll keep this relatively short. So Helix for H, and O had to go with the Ozman, Ozzy Osbourne, and his debut, solo debut, Wizard of Oz. And then some more Canadian content. Tony Hatch, love these guys. Good rockin' band here in Canada. Opened for Maiden on their, I think it was their World Peace Tour, was it? I think it was the World Peace Tour. I can't remember, but anyway. This album probably best known for Hey Operator or Monkey Bars. Some more Canadian content for K. Kick-Axe, Vices. Love this right from the get-go. Back in the day, had this on cassette actually, and I probably said this if you've watched my channel before, and if you're familiar with these guys, the Canadian copy of cassette form had a Humble Pie cover, 30 Days in a Hole. Always loved that cover they did of that tune, but love the whole album. So I wish they had that tune on the vinyl copy. I'm not sure what the reasoning for that is, but anyway, it's probably just the amount of space you can fit on a vinyl. They would have had to make it a double and fill it with a bunch of filler, but as it is, it's a great album. If you've not heard it, I recommend it. And if you're a hard rock metal fan, check out that debut by Kick-Axe from the prairies, actually, from Canada here. This was a bit of a blind buy. I had heard about them in the VC, and in fact, I had heard about them before that. I mean, they're from the early 80s, and so it wasn't something that was unheard of for me. I'd heard about them, but never had any of their material, so I picked this up. It was relatively cheap, one of those bargain bin finds, and so for E, we're going with Echo and the Bunnymen and their Crocodiles album. Actually, really good. It's that early. I don't really know the genre labels all that well. I don't get into them too much, but I guess it's kind of, is it post-punk, new wave kind of that sound anyway. But I really like it. I dig that record. I don't have any of their other material, but I really like that one. And so that is E. We'll end with Y. And one of my favorites from that era, in that electronic rock new wave sound of the early 80s, and it's a band that most of the globe knew as Yazoo, but here in Canada they went under the name Yaz, Upstairs at Eric's. Classic album in my opinion. Love it, love it, love it. And yeah, so that's it. That's hockey. That's my entry, Mike. I hope you enjoyed it. Cheers, my friend. Cheers, everybody. Hope you're doing well, like I say. Off to a new season here. Hard to believe. 2023-2024 season. Here we go. So best of luck to all your teams from your sport of choice. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll probably hop on here for another video or two this weekend, hopefully, and see what else we can do. But that's it for the Spell hockey thread. But yeah, if you haven't heard Tell a Mike or been to his channel, please go check out Mike's channel. Subscribe, check out his videos. Doesn't cost a dime to subscribe to somebody. You go check out their channel. Why wouldn't you, right? Just hit that subscribe button, like and comment here if you like, and let me know your favorite sport, and better yet, jump on his thread. Put up your own video. That's it. Leave it at that. Take care, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy your day, and we'll see you next time here at Twanger's Turntable. Cheers, everybody. Go Flames, go.